If you were going to be a real superhero, what would your name be?
That is a good one.
I know. What would your name
It's
be?
a really good one.
Mine's, if I had to be a real superhero in real life and apply that in the real world setting, it would be Batman.
I think it'd be Stank Fist.
Stank Fist?
Yeah.
Ooh, dude.
Smell my fist.
No!
It reminds me of Powdered Toast Man. Remember? He's like...
And he always flew backwards?
Yeah. Well, hey, y'all. Welcome back to We Watch the Movie. My name's Mike, and his name's Jay. We're here to review this movie called Kick-Ass 2. It ain't about shit kick boots. It's about me and you.
Thank you, Gomer. It's morphin' time!
We watched a movie. Yeah. We watched a movie. We watched it. We watched a movie. Yeah.
Yes, guys, Kick-Ass 2. Michael... Oh my god, what the kids...
Holtz,
what's that guy?
thank you.
No, not
It's a
you.
pleasure to meet you, sir.
You just gave your real last name. A superhero never reveals their name. So the guys are back from Kick-Ass 1. They're all back. They got a new director. This guy, by the way, has done nothing. His name is like Michael Ladlow or something like that, but he's rumored and then he was announced to be the director of X-Force, which is pretty damn cool. Anyway, Kick-Ass 2. It takes up, basically at the end of Kick-Ass 1, he's inspired all these superheroes to go out and be their superheroes. And in this real world setting, these people are trying to be something. You got like people like, what's Jim Carrey's name in it?
Sergeant Slaughter.
So some, they just come up with crazy off the wall names and shit. So, they're going out of this, and the kid from McLovin from the first one wants revenge for his father being killed by Kick-Ass, and he wants to
by
be
bazooka.
Yeah, and he wants to be a supervillain to the first superhero, and he gathers all his supervillain team, and they have this big fight. That's it.
He is the motherfucker.
That's a great name. I wish my name was that.
That right there is the beauty of these movies, right there.
Yeah, and
I mean,
it's like the whole
I
thing.
didn't want to talk.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, you go. Just fucking go.
I'm gonna call you Whitey Man.
Just fucking go.
And
Okay.
Gay Man. So I'm just.
That's what I sound like when I get angry.
That
You don't like me when I'm angry.
I'm gonna call you Mr. Flower. Yeah. So what I was gonna say was from the first one to the second one, they don't lose anything in translation as far as the adaptive way they tell the story, as far as mixing the comic booky, cartoony way that they tell it with the graphic violence and over the top action scenes. They do a really good job in this one as well.
Yeah, they put her right back in the old vice.
Yeah, actually they do
Put her in the old vice.
What does that even mean?
I don't know. Brett Favre said it once.
But what does it mean?
I have no idea.
What if he said that?
I just like
does
saying
he say that to his wife? Put it in the vice.
Put her in the old vice.
Oh shit! I love Green Bay. So yeah, but I mean, the only thing that they focused a little bit more on in this, at least in my opinion, was they focused a lot more on the violence, which I was down with. I think the violence was used effectively and it was awesome.
Yeah.
But they did a lot more in this one, I think.
The car scene in the trailer that you see with the van and the hit girl, there's some badass violent scenes in that part. And that's the thing. So McLovin comes back, and that's the only thing I didn't care for much in the first movie, was McLovin kind of got on my damn nerves. It's just his whole thing got on my nerves. And
That's why you call him McLovin.
He's always McLovin.
That's why. I mean, he's not... McLovin. It's just like, I mean, if you say that guy's in it, you already know what kind of guy he's going to be.
Right,
I mean,
but when he shows up in this one, he's actually like, as soon as he's popped up on scene, like, I was laughing my ass off. Like, he cracked me up a few times, and I enjoyed him for the most part. He's a lot better. He still kind of gets on my nerves, but he's still a lot better than he was in the first movie.
And then, of course, Jim Carrey, everybody knows he's in this after he ran his, like, little bitchy mouth. The violence is bad. But whatever, he's in it. He does actually a really good job with his acting abilities. He stretches it. He's not really that funny in it. But you can't even tell it's him. Like 9 times out of 10, you won't be able to tell it's him. And another great, I mean, we were excited. I didn't even know he was in it. John Leguizamo was in it, but he is underutilized as a motherfucker in this.
We're talking about this. John Leguizamo is like Sean Bean.
Yeah.
He always gets fucking killed off. He never gets that chance. He's always like, he's got a cool little role, but it just doesn't get expanded on. He just always gets fucked over. And Jim Carrey nowadays is kind of becoming that too. Because Jim Carrey, like you said, he wasn't funny in this, which was disappointing. But it was like a really understated, even though he was like a crazy, like a Russian, like pretend superhero.
Yeah.
It didn't seem like Jim Carrey at all. It was really understated for him. And he did a really good job in the movie, but he wasn't funny.
Well, and then overall, I think that, I'm not saying, I think this movie, like, it was, for me, I'm going to go ahead and say what it was for me with the rating. It was a 9. I mean, the first one was like, it's really similar, like, my score on both, but I think the first one would be a 9.5. Like, it'd be a half a difference, like, point.
You like this one less
than a little bit, just like that time. And the only reason why is because they focused a lot on Kick-Ass, or I don't know, I guess his sidekick or his Batman, whatever, Hit Girl.
He's her Robin.
Yeah, but they focused a lot on her, and I get that because it was kind of that kind of movie because she wants out of it, and they're trying to make her a real high school girl. So I get that.
It's like half Hit Girl's movie, half Kick-Ass's movie.
Yeah, and then the only other thing that got on my nerves is like there was a lot more McLovin shoving in your face. And I mean, like I said, sometimes he was really funny, but other times it was kind of like.
But the group he gets together is amazing.
Oh yeah, that was funny.
You've got literally it's Dolph Lundgren from Rocky IV as a woman, and you've got all these like as small parts as they have, they were all like really funny in their little parts or whatever, and they all just like. It was a badass movie. There were so many badass action scenes in this movie. There was some really great comedy. A few scenes that fell flat here and there. A couple of the jokes did. But this movie is just extremely dirty. Like, that's what I love about these movies. It's like, I mean, it's ultra realistic. Like, it's ridiculously realistic because they never shy away from the fact that these are just a bunch of half of them are lunatic like teenage kids who actually just decided to be superheroes.
Yeah, like there's one scene where, like this kid named like Dr. Galaxy or Dr. Gravity and Kick-Ass are patrolling.
Donald Faison is the guy.
Yeah, and they're out patrolling, and so these guys want to get a couple million hits on YouTube, and so they decide to try to beat up on Kick-Ass, and they get out there and they beat their ass, Kick-Ass and Dr. Gravity, and then they're like, fuck yeah, don't mess with Jersey, and like Dr. Gravity's running away going, woo! So it almost makes you like, this is how they really feel like it's all make-believe to them, but then it becomes real serious, you know, that's how they blend it, and that they do such a good job. I mean, that'd be like when you were a kid, and you're like, I'm gonna be Captain Kate.
Yeah.
You know, then you actually go out and try to do it.
That reminds me of Stephen Lynch. It was like, name of superhero. It was like, Dick Sucking Man. He's like, Dick Sucking Man, sucking the cocks of justice.
and spitting out the evil. Don't swallow it.
Don't ever swallow the evil. They will go from 0 to fucking 11. This movie will do anything. Like, there's actually shitting and puking at the same time.
God,
at one scene in this movie. And it's actually, I hate to say that actually is involved in the story, but it's not just like stupid shit for the sake of stupid shit. They'll go to the next level, but it actually adds to the story for the most part.
And I think another thing that is left over from the first one I think is really good is it does take you on an emotional roller coaster. I mean, it does because it plays with your emotions. It's like
They'll do anything.
It's like playing with my money. You don't play with my emotions, but it does. I mean, you're gonna start like, you know, having fun and everything, and all of a sudden like this fucking graphic shit's gonna happen. You're like, holy fuck! And then something else is gonna happen. You're like, yeah. And then it's something like really tragic is like, oh.
And then for 5 minutes, it's like super bad.
I know.
But then someone's getting their fucking leg cut off.
Well, there was this one guy that I remember talking to this one guy. He's like, I just didn't like Kick-Ass. I just don't like the idea because it just really makes me feel drained. Emotionally, I'm drained. I'm like, well, that's a good thing, though. I mean, that means like
you got everything.
Hey, if you shit your pants and vomit it at the same time, that's a fucking good roller coaster ride.
They should call it Kick-Ass.
It's like if you got a brown
They should call it Ass Kick.
Add to shopping cart. I mean, if you're walking off a roller coaster, you got like a shit stain and you got vomit, you're sweating, you're like, that was fucking awesome. That's kind of you know, all these people are gonna be walking by like, what did that guy go on?
I want to see that movie.
Yeah, so
you wouldn't expect it to be Kick-Ass too. A lot of people see this like it throws you off because you just see this like comic book movie, a bunch of teenagers, you know, oh, we're gonna be superheroes. A bunch of people we're gonna dress up in these stupid little costumes to be superhero. But like we said, the next minute someone's getting their leg cut off, someone's dying, someone's family's being killed, whatever's happening. Shit gets really, really fast.
I think it's like one person I've heard it compared a lot to Kill Bill, like action style scenes. Like it's really stylish.
But it's just so much more fun.
No, it is,
and it's not this movie. Like that's the best part about these movies. There is zero zero pretentiousness.
Yeah.
There is zero pretentiousness. Is that right?
Is that a pronoun?
I don't know.
Is it a verb?
Have you ever had the zero chocolate bar?
No, is it
the white chocolate one?
Yeah, I've heard about that.
It seems like a great idea, but then you buy. Never mind.
It's weird.
It's like the opposite.
It's like the albino chocolate bar. It's like, what's wrong with him? Okay, yeah. So
the insides, it's like bags.
You're saying it's not pretentious at all. And
yeah,
it's not trying to pretend.
It is what it is. It's over the top. It's violent. It's gross. It's fun, and it's freaking hilarious.
Yeah, it's stylish. It's also all the fight scenes and stuff is really stylish.
And the music is fucking awesome.
Dude, yes, the music in the first one and this one always works well. I don't know what it is about it, but in there's one love scene in the first one that I was telling Mike about it. Like when they're getting ready to kiss, I always thought I was watching a John Cusack movie because it's like that 80 feel, but then you get that fucking badass one with like when you have these fight scenes that dark kind of foreboding.
It's
music.
like the Dark Knight music kind of. I mean, that's what they do. They go from like the super bad music, just like I said before, like super like hanging out high school teenage movie, and then the next thing you know, you're in the middle of a fucking action scene, and then you're like almost in a horror scene. The music's fucking perfect all the way through. I don't know how they managed to pull off such a straightforward movie like this and just have all the crazy shit on top of it. But I like this better than the first one. The first one I gave it 8.52. I'm gonna give this one a 9.
Yeah, I mean I disagree. I mean, like I said, it's so close. It's like a half inch. Inch is all that matters. But it's like half inch. I'm just saying it's really close, and I loved them both. But I will recommend if you loved Kick-Ass 1 at all, you will love this movie. The tits off it, you'll love it.
Mm-hmm. And they're doing a great job with the story. They're actually setting up a comic book like story.
Yeah, and it's great. I love it. It's the most realistic adaptation of a comic book. I mean, it really is.
As stupid as it is, it really is, and it's a mindfuck.
Like Mystery Men times 11, like with Ben Affleck.
But good.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Ben
Fork Man. Yeah. So. Oh yeah. By the way, stay after the credits.
Okay, I'm Mike. He's Jay. We'll see you guys next time on Don't Fart on Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Oh.
We watched a movie. Yeah. We watched a movie.